Welcome to today's video, where we'll be exploring one of the fundamental operations in numerical computing, comparing two NumPy arrays element by element. If you're working with data in Python, chances are you've encountered NumPy arrays at some point. But have you ever wondered how to manually compare these arrays without relying on built-in functions? In this video, we'll delve into the world of array comparisons and provide a step-by-step guide on how to do it yourself. As we progress through this discussion, keep in mind that understanding how to compare NumPy arrays element by element can be incredibly useful for debugging purposes or when working with specific libraries that don't support direct array comparison. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid grasp of the concepts and steps involved in performing these comparisons. So, let's start by considering what it means to compare two arrays element by element. Essentially, we're looking at each corresponding pair of elements from the two arrays and determining whether they're equal or not. This operation might seem simple on the surface, but it requires careful consideration when dealing with NumPy arrays. The first step in comparing two arrays is to ensure that both arrays have the same shape and size. If they don't match, you'll need to either truncate the larger array or pad the smaller one to make them compatible for comparison. Once your arrays are aligned, you can begin iterating through each element pair using nested loops. The outer loop will iterate over the rows, or indices, of the first array, while the inner loop will iterate over the columns, or elements, within each row. As you step through each element pair, perform a simple equality check to determine whether the corresponding elements are identical. If they're not equal, note the discrepancy and continue with the next pair. It's essential to remember that NumPy arrays can store various data types, including integers, floats, and even string. When comparing these elements, you'll need to consider their respective data types to ensure accurate results. To illustrate this process better, let's consider a simple example. Suppose we have two 2D NumPy arrays, Python array on NPRE 1, 2, 3, for NC array 2, NPTA array 1, 2, 3, 5 inch 2. Low, lay will iterate through each element pair using nested loops and perform an equality check at each step. When we reach the final element pair 3, 4 in array on 3, 5 in array 2, our comparison will reveal a discrepancy. To summarize, comparing two NumPy arrays element by element involved ensuring both arrays have the same shape and size, iterating through each element pair using nested loop, performing an equality check for each corresponding element pair. Keep in mind that this process can be time-consuming and might not be suitable for large data sets. However, it's an essential skill to have when working with numerical data. That concludes today's video on manually comparing two NumPy arrays element by element. By following the steps outlined above, you should now have a solid understanding of how to perform these comparisons without relying on built-in functions. If you found this explanation helpful or have any questions about the topic, please let us know in the comments below. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us create more informative content for our audience. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content on numerical computing and data science topics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.